born without tear ducts. That might have been sort of laughing. Because we're all trapped inside.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to Plus Time, a live stream comedy show to get us all through this. I'm your host, Jameson Rogers, and as always, I'm here to remind you that even though things suck right now, there's at least a possibility that they won't always suck. They say comedy is just plus time. We're in the midst of a whole bunch of tragedies all the time, always. But if we keep moving forward and we keep using whatever extra time we have to create things, we can all look back on this one day and laugh as if the world continues to spin. Getting us started off right is my co-host of 71 episodes and my brother of 20 years. Hey, the one and only Drew Rogers. What's up,
buddy?
dude?
How you doing?
Man? I'm doing
good.
okay. Got a haircut the other day, as you may be able to tell from the fact that I look like the captain in a small fishing village somewhere. This is just not really the vibe. I went to the place that I normally get my haircut, and they always do such a good job. And not that they didn't this time. It was just like they was shorter than I was expecting, and I was just kind of like looking at my head, like, is that like? I mean, there's like just so much baldness here. I feel like Vanilla Ice, and that's the whole thing.
You just gotta show us if you're gonna.
You're the one that told me to wear the hat, Drew, and now you're.
Okay. I didn't say you had to wear a hat. I said that you had time to put a hat on.
You said you can put a hat on and probably should, so you don't look like, I think you said, a British gangster child.
No,
something that was the distillation of what you said.
No, as you kept messing with it,
I don't know, like, what is the good version of this? I don't, it's not bad. Like, I got to cut.
It's not bad. It fits your face well.
Yeah, all right, well, we'll see. I think it helps, honestly, that I have more beard than I've ever had before. Still not good. Still not a good beard. I'm not going to claim that, but it's getting better. And it kind of is like, I don't even care what's going on up top. Actually, now that I'm looking at that, I am really glad that I have the hair that I have. I'd be a weird-looking bald dude. I think we've talked about this. We talked about this last week as well, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
well, I mean, even since you were a kid,
that if we talk about it too much,
you've
we
got
will
a lot of
manifest it.
forehead. So
yeah, no, I'm like 90%. I think maybe, I don't know, man. Maybe my face is shrinking as I get older. Is that what happens? Your face shrinks, your forehead.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that how?
I think gravity just makes you drip.
I have a proceeding hairline. It just keeps really going further down my forehead. Is what it is. She's gonna grow like this till it hits my eyebrows. It's just like nothing but hair, like this. That's what I'm hoping
coming
for.
Down as a widow's peak too, so that way it's just like you look angry.
Hilarious. Hey, what? How dare you?
You said we're out of chowder. Okay, thank you. I appreciate
it. What kind of chowder? Do you know what is the difference between New England clam chowder and Manhattan style clam chowder? I've been told there's two, and I think one of them's tomato based, and I believe that is the Manhattan one, but I've not had that. And I feel like tomato based in a chowder in like a clam situation seems strange to me, but I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not. I haven't connoisseured that much. Can that be a verb? I was connoisseuring.
So. Yeah.
The other day.
I was just doing some connoisseurance.
You would never.
I don't even know. Like, I couldn't define that word. It just, to me, means someone who is pretentious about the stuff that they like. Is that? I mean, that's probably not it, right? There's probably
I
a
don't
better
know.
definition, but that's like my understanding of it. How you doing, Timies? You hanging out,
Hey,
having a good time?
I see
Yeah,
you there.
I see it.
Stan
You
sees
thought
you.
I didn't see that, but I did. You know, you thought that was a private moment, but we saw the whole thing. I've installed cameras in all of your homes.
All of
Uh,
them.
yeah, it's kind of
Hundreds
a
and
large
thousands of
undertaking.
dollars.
Yeah.
We here at Plus Time have opened so many credit cards.
Oh my God, so many.
But
My name is basically worthless at this point.
that's why we
Good
play
luck,
that game.
country
Pretty
musician who
much.
spells my last name wrong.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
Unless he's a nice guy, then
You know, I was gonna say I don't have any reason to think that he's a nice guy, but I went to like his fan page on Facebook or Twitter one time, and I made a big thing like, oh, we gotta solve this, bro. I thought it was funny, and he just ignored me completely. I was like, come on, guy. So no, yeah, fuck that guy. I think we're gonna have to fight him and all the other Andrew Rogers out there too.
I
And
haven't even
I
tried to look
believe
to see how many there are.
there's probably a lot of you, right?
I can only imagine, but I've
Yeah.
never even tried because I knew there were so many.
Yeah, right. I know that there's another Jameson Rogers. Actually, this might be the same guy. Who knows? But there's one that's like the heir to the Jimmy Dean's sausage fortune, and I'm like, I just need to get in there and just show them. You know, just take his birth certificate, and then I can have sausage for life. I'm not even worried about the fortune. I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it for unlimited sausage, breakfast sausage. You know what I mean?
Just the empire of sausage.
Yeah,
I just want that.
So you want to talk about some nerd shit, brother? Oh, you know what? Like I forgot like the one thing that I need to do is the thing if you're a first time timey right now, if you're tuning into us for the first time, then you may not know that Drew draws things, and that's the thing that sets us
I
apart
draw
from all the
stuff.
Jimmys and Jameses of fucking late night television. Is we're on earlier. We probably do. I'll find out in a minute. Well, that's an old reference anyway. I don't think any of them have COVID right now. And Drew draws better than Andy Richter or Ed McMahon or Cleto and the Cletones or anybody in any type of sidekick capacity. Doc Severinsen, that's one that I remember. Kevin Eubanks, John Melendez, I believe was that dude's name. I'm gonna keep going. Joel Goddard, Alan Coulter, that was another guy. Chris Elliott wasn't really like a sidekick, but he was around a lot for Dave Letterman. Stop me, please stop me.
Jameson.
This has gone on for too long. Yes.
What else? No.
Damn,
no.
I think I
so
ran
yeah,
out.
I draw stuffs. So
Yeah, Drew draws.
Here's this for today.
So we'll throw that up. Boom.
There's the first one.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. That looks like my face. Only that guy's eyes are less sunken into his own face. Isn't that kind of a sad truth to come upon? It's like, even when you draw me, I look less like a cartoon than I do in real life.
I like how you didn't even say anything about the huge forehead I put on it, too.
That didn't...
you were just like, oh, the eyes
like
are right.
Hold on just a second, Drew. Talk amongst yourselves. I will be right back. Oh, never mind. I don't need to. Anna just messaged me that I do not have. Just took a COVID test, going on a trip for the next couple days. Yeah, like I'm gonna celebrate. Hey,
yeah,
all you timies out there who also don't have COVID, good for us, huh? Cheers.
Come on, let's go cough on each other.
Suck it, Jimmy Fallon, you weird nerd.
Ugh.
Somehow I've dodged it this whole fucking time.
Well-fitting suits. Fuck that guy.
Fucking nerd. Do you remember that time that I made like a PowerPoint presentation of just joining the cast of SNL? I was like, this is what I want. I'm gonna like make I just probably like 13 or 14 or something, and I made like this whole PowerPoint presentation. Try for who? I don't know, just for me. Like this is the manifestation of my dreams or
Absolutely.
something. Remember? Yeah, good times.
Yeah, that shit inspired me to do stuff like that with you.
Oh,
like, oh yeah,
well, good. Then I'm glad I made that fucking
stuff.
thing. I was just thinking like, what a dork, but no. I'm glad that dorky 13-year-old Jameson was an inspiration.
I think lots of people that want to do what we do were just making weird shit with their siblings.
Yeah,
like,
I think you're right about that.
I was just making dumb shit, and then thought, man, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's another thing that we kind of touched on last week. I think is like we have like videos of us when we were younger doing basically this, just with like lesser technology and you know, basically me doing a lot of impressions, which I haven't done on this show, which is fine. I'm not great at them.
You haven't done that or any like character work.
No. Like I think in the future we will. I think we're gonna have some characters on one of these days, or maybe there'll be people that we pretend are real people. But I'm shattering the illusion right now by pretending by saying they're characters.
Setting up the fourth wall and immediately smashing it.
Hey, we're gonna have a fourth wall here, and then I just like push it over. Oh, fucking asshole! You want to talk about some nerd shit, Drew? I got a whole fucking
yes.
Page
let's
about
go.
It. Okay, let's talk about
what's
some
your
nerd
list.
Shit. First up, Moon Knight. We're caught up for the time being, right? There's a new episode tomorrow. It's interesting to watch like how people are arriving at the cameras. Like, you know, you are like the king nerd. You not you know, like Feige adjacent, Drew. You just like know a lot of comic stuff, and you always have for a long time. And you're kind of the like what my access point was for it myself. Like I had like a couple Green Lantern comics when I was a kid, but it wasn't until like after high school that you were telling me about all this stuff, and I would like getting stuff from the library, and I would like read through Fantastic Four stuff, and I was like, oh, this is pretty badass. And we started going to the comic book store a lot. What was my point in saying that? I just wanted to call you a nerd, I guess. Yeah, we sure did, man. You know, when you're a kid and you can't drink yet, that's really like what you can spend your money on. I'm gonna get DVDs, comic books, and ho-hos, and that's pretty much it. It's like there's a whole summer of Choco Tacos too. But anyway, but it's interesting now.
That was a summer. That was a whole summer.
Thing. What a time. But it's interesting because, like, you know, over the past few years, I got into the character of Moon Knight, and you've always like told me about him. It's like, oh, this is really cool, and just like seeing how many people are just like, I don't know what this is, bro. Let's see. And now people seem to really be digging it, which is exciting, I guess. You know,
it is.
And also, it shows that kind of like the Marvel machine is just kind of unstoppable, right?
Yes, absolutely.
It's like, you know, there was a certain point where people were like, who is gonna like pay to see a movie with Iron Man? No one knows who the hell Iron Man is, you know? It's like, okay, well, now we'll just tell you. We'll tell you who it is. Is that the point I was trying to make about Moon Knight? Moon Knight's good. That's really all I got.
It is really good. And I haven't really heard a ton of backlash from it, but I'm sure there is that I just haven't heard of.
Oh, I'm sure. Like, people like to hate things. Not saying that like people's reasons for disliking things are unfounded or anything like that. No, I'm sure like you got your reasons to not like stuff. That's okay. I'm not trying to shame you about that. But like there are definitely some people who are just contrarians. Like, why does everyone like this so much? It's like, I don't know, because it's fun. Because it's fun, like the only thing that has consistently brought brightness to this dark times over the past couple years. Yeah. That and Plus Time. It was just us and Marvel, guys. So you know, it's really
tell your friends. We help save you from the pandemic.
Exactly. Just give us a Marvel movie. We'll just make it. Like, you know, to do this. That's basically a transferable skill that we can just be like, okay, now give us you know, $20 million and, you know, a weekend. We'll see what we can come up with.
So what would you, if you had $20 million in a weekend to make a Marvel show or a movie, what would you do?
I would make a series of shorts with Jamie Madrox, aka Multiple Man Dupe, like the dude from like X Factor or X Force or whatever that dude is a part of. It's like an alien who has like a brain in his ass. But, yeah,
comics are weird.
I think that would be fun. I don't know like what it would be. It would just be, Dupe and Jamie dupes, and then dupe a lot. Fun. Is the fun way. Say it now, Tommies. Put your hands and say dupe. Some of you aren't saying it.
Some of you need to be putting more. Are you
put your hands? This is where I just like I finally utilize the fact that I look kind of like Steve from Blue's Clues, but just being like, what? Behind me? I've been saying, and I don't know if I've said this on the show, so sorry if I am repeating myself, but I'm thinking like I think I look enough like Steve from Blue's Clues that I might be able to get paid to tell people I'm proud of them. Just wear like a green striped shirt, go into places, just like, hey, you're doing the best you can.
It would be a good Halloween costume.
Yeah, we've been talking about doing that for years. Anna wants to be blue. It would be a fun time, but we just haven't really gotten around to it. This year, I really want to be Ernie McCracken, like Bill Murray's character from Kingpin, like full hair going everywhere, and like the bowling shirt, like the bowling ball. It's maybe like I just want to watch Kingpin. I think that's what it is. I just watch Kingpin, and I'll be like, all right, well, that's enough.
I think I want to be Jackie Daytona, human. Or normal human bartender.
That's good. Yeah. That's good. I love that show. It's so good.
What We Do in the Shadows, for those of you who don't know what show we're talking about.
If you don't know, watch delightful. What We Do in the Shadows. The movie is delightful. Taika Waititi, we all love him at this point. And then they spun off the show, which I was reading an interview with Taika Waititi, and he said that they like pitched him like, hey, we kind of think maybe What We Do in the Shadows would make a good TV show. And they were like, all right, we'll take this meeting, but this sounds dumb, And then like, as they were going, it was like, oh, okay. So you want to focus like on a whole other, do this, please. Yes. And fun note for me, who is a huge News Radio fan, one of the showrunners of that show is the creator of News Radio. There's 7 people watching while I talk about News Radio. I love you, Timmies, so much.
But if you talk any more about it, we might lose them. So.
Yeah, right. Drew, say something cool. Say something interesting.
The sun is a massive incandescent gas, a gigantic.
Well, hydrogen is temperature of millions of degrees. Who is that?
Who is that?
Is that Bare Naked Ladies, or They Might Be Giants?
I think There Might Be Giants. Or They Might Be Giants.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's probably They Might Be Giants. I went. Yeah. All right. Next thing. More Marvel stuff. Multiverse of Madness is about to come up. I was just telling you about like the person who was mean to me about it.
Well, now you get to have your revenge because you have a TV show on.
On
the web on the web series as shows.
Okay, so here's some nerd business, right? Got a little nerd rage over here. Throw up the flames.
Throwing in some Conan moves.
Yeah. I don't know. It was like, this isn't even like an interesting thing. Just like someone was mean to me on the internet because I suggested that maybe Michael Keaton was in Multiverse of Madness. It's dumb. But if you find that person, if you find somebody who like you can look in their eyes and it looks like they've been mean to me about a Marvel movie, then you have my permission to punch them right in the friggin' head. Okay?
Straight in the kisser.
Straight in the kisser. Is there more to say about Multiverse of Madness?
It looks amazing. There was a small trailer that they released where they Mordo says something about meeting the Illuminati,
Oh yes, I saw that. It's
which
just like
is, it's
pretty
like being
exciting.
like spoon fed every other day or so of just like
Yeah,
kernels instead of just like, okay, here's the scene or something like that.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
how a lot of
Uh,
movies have done. It's just like, okay, well, here's a tiny bit into what you've already
yeah.
seen. It's a tiny bit more.
But it's like then it's like he said it. He said the word. He said it's
Mhm.
confirmed now or whatever.
All
And that's
that
the thing. Like
matters.
that's really exciting. And then that first trailer is like, oh, is that going to be Illuminati? And like if you guys don't know, like we're not talking about like the like the Columbus comedy Illuminati, like that only books the same 8 motherfuckers. That's a that's a shout out for you nerds, you fucking weirdos. All right, but that's not what we're talking about. There's like
Do
a
they all
Marvel
wear plaid
Illuminati.
shirts?
Probably. Yeah. There was a whole post a couple years ago. I don't want to get into it. Columbus comedy. I love you guys very much, but sometimes it's just like, all right, do we have a reason to fight today? Let's find one. You know what I mean? It's like, but we're good right now, so I don't want to stir anything up, guys. We're good. We're all friends, right? Anyway, but Marvel Illuminati is predictably, I think it was like 2006 when the first issue dropped. It's like here's a whole
Close to, yeah.
of like the solo. I think they might have like had them around, but it was like a whole group of dudes who were like, hey, we like keep control of everything and basically like operate in the shadows and make sure that big threats that like don't get out to become bigger than they need to be. And predictably it's like 8 white dudes. It's like, let's see, it's like Black Bolt, Professor X, Reed Richards, Tony Stark, Doctor Strange, Namor.
Black Panther.
Later, yeah. The original lineup is nothing but white dudes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Black Panther comes a little bit later. Yeah.
And then
There's a
Captain
whole bunch.
America forces himself on
Oh, does
onto
he?
that team. Yeah.
Yeah. That
Pretty much
sounds
just like, all right, well, if you guys are gonna be this fucking powerful, then somebody's gonna put you in line or like
Yeah.
keep you in check, and I'm gonna do that
Yeah. I'm
because
sorry.
you shot somebody into space.
Yeah.
You shot him into space. Just
shot him
it's
into
been a real
space.
problem. All
Hey,
the
we gotta
greatest minds
shoot
of the
people into
planet come
space.
together, and they're like, "What should we do?"
You know what they should do when they get
Probably
all
shoot
the
him into
greatest.
space.
Yeah. I have a better idea. You could shoot people into space, or you could just make it so that 2015 Fantastic Four movie never existed and is no longer canonical in any way, shape, or form. Nerd things. All right. Past Marvel, you saw the Batman.
I did.
I have not yet watched the Batman. I need to get on that.
I enjoyed it.
Good. I kept telling myself I was going to go to the theater about it, and then it was like, it's going to be on HBO Max. And I was like, oh, I can wait, 3 weeks or whatever it was. So now it's on HBO Max, and you've seen it, and I have not seen it yet.
Correct.
I'm trying to avoid, because, it's supposed to be like a good detective thing, right? Like, good. Sold. Like, that's what it should have been always, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of like the fun of that character.
Exactly.
But, yeah, but I also heard that they throw the Joker in there. It's like, we have enough Jokers, right? We have like too many Jokers. Of like all the characters that you could have.
Felt like just like a movie about Gotham itself.
Okay, well that's kind of cool.
So it was like, okay, well, there's a Joker in it. He's not
part
the
of
main
Gotham
focus of it or anything. But,
yeah.
He exists there. And but it was good. Like I said, it's very, very much a Gotham movie, and it just is very detective-y. They did a good job with that. With all the detecting.
All them detectives.
They must have detected that people would like that.
Nice.
Hey, we didn't lose any viewers because of that.
Oh wow, yeah. Like maybe this is like what we've been.
I thought we were going to just whoop
all the way. Yeah. No. Okay. Well, let's keep talking nerd shit then. This is working. uh, uh, back on DC, Ezra Miller, that friggin' psychopath. Uh, that dude.
That dude.
Oh my god. So he's basically being sued by the entire state of Hawaii now, I think, basically. Like I know there was a restraining order on him, and then it was like then Warner Brothers was freaking out and the restraining order was lifted, and then like probably half an hour after the restraining order was lifted, he assaulted somebody else. It's like, what is wrong with you, dude? You're supposed to be the Flash. He doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Probably. I don't know. I'm not caught up on
I
the
hope
show.
not.
Maybe he does sometimes. Yeah. I haven't like read a DC comic in a little while. Because the MCU is so fun. Basically, largely.
Mhm.
Yeah. Anyway, Ezra
Yeah.
Miller. Fuck that guy. He's a weirdo. And Warner Brothers just like kind of across the board is just like having weird shit happening to it. Because like then you have the whole Johnny Depp and Amber Heard thing that is happening, which
Yeah. Oh.
I had no intention of getting invested in. And I'm not invested in it because like honestly, like I think they're both psychos, and I think they like, I'm not even like with the whole internet about like leave him alone. Like it's like I don't think it's as easy as that. Some people like they talk about they talk about things like that, or even like politics as if it's just like we're playing Mario Tennis, right? You
Mhm.
just choose this is the player that I chose. It's like, man, like no, pay attention. There's like some weird shit going on here. Doesn't matter. My point is like on YouTube, it's just like there's nothing but like, hey, do you want to watch this trial live? And I'm like, there's nothing else to do. So I watched like a good 3 days of like this whole thing. And that's like a weird thing. But then, there's all these posts on the internet that are spinning just little things into like, look at what Johnny Depp has to deal with. Her lawyer's asking him some of the weirdest questions. And it's like, now these seem like normal questions to ask when you're on trial.
boy.
It's not like they came to his house or something,
They're
Hey,
like,
Johnny,
so,
what are you doing? It's not like he's
Mr.
put upon.
Depp,
Like he's...
what's your favorite character? Sorry, I'm starstruck. No further questions.
There was one thing, and I didn't even see this like when I was watching it. Like eventually I gave up on my hair is terrible. It's just like in my face. But like no, I saw one clip that was just like her lawyer was asking somebody from like his team or whatever asked some question, and as the guy is answering it, the dude objected to his own question. He's like, objection, hearsay. And then the judge was like, you asked the question. And that was pretty funny. I'll say that much. Anyway, they're both not good people, probably, it seems. So, which is good that I'm not shilling for DC right now. We're Marvel guys. Anyway, what other nerd shit do I have on this paper? This says out of town. This is not nerd shit, but I will be going out of town for a little while.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna be in we're flying, so we're going to No Car, North Carolina. Sorry. I thought of that joke 5 years ago, and I finally got to use it.
Well, this has been an episode of Plus Time. On that note,
do we just go away? You want to take a break? We can take a break.
This is going to be our last episode, and I'm sorry, Jameson, but you've ruined.
Okay.
No Car.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will still be here. Still here, still doing stuff. We want to play games. What's the plan here, Drew? I don't know. Sure. I'm not like pushing you, like. But what do we want to do? We want to play a game.
What do we have in the way of dumb questions?
What do we have in the way of dumb questions? That is a good question because I have not checked that in a while. All right. Okay, let's start from this one. How much would a woodchuck chuck if he was experiencing clinical depression? We used to ask everyone.
Yeah, I haven't heard this one in a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think a woodchuck would chuck more wood than we would think he would. You know, keeping up appearances and stuff. Sometimes it's hard to tell if somebody's depressed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sometimes people hide it very well, and woodchucks doubly so.
Absolutely.
As they say, as the old saying goes, woodchucks are the last to tell you that they are depressed. That's what they say. What's the next question? What's a word that you never remember how to spell?
Villain. Every single time I have to spell it out in my head.
Yeah, villain.
Which isn't good. Trying to write stuff
Right,
about
comic book stuff.
comic book characters and shit.
Yeah, it's all good. That's why there's editors.
It's true.
All right. What is a hard word for me to spell? I feel like, oh man, there was one that was bugging me just the other day, and I don't remember what it was right now. I know somebody has said
you
vacuum.
can also ask us questions.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
if you
You can
want.
ask questions if you want. Throw them on in the
A
chat.
very intimate affair.
Damn, I don't remember what that word was. I think you know what it was. Is I think I just got mad, and so I just put the word out of my mind, and now I don't know that word anymore, at all.
Mm-mm.
Which Ninja Turtle's the tenderest lover? This is always a fun question. I wish that we had asked it again recently. All right. Squeezecast asks, "What do you want from Donato's as far as sides go?" I would like some mild wings, probably bone in or boneless. I don't really care. I think either is fine because I have a feeling that you're gonna want boneless, and that's okay. But you probably have other wings going on. I'd like some cheesy garlic bread, maybe. Yeah, I think that probably. I haven't looked at a Donato's menu in quite a while, and I have one over here, but it is definitely from 2008. So, yeah, no, I don't think that's going to be helpful in this moment. All right, well, that's a question. Okay, so which Ninja Turtle? Venus.
I would go Donatello.
And with Venus, remember her from the TV show, from the live action TV show.
From oh god, yeah, that live act where it's just like, oh hey, and all of a sudden, there's another turtle just like you.
We have like a sister or cousin that has been here the whole time that we just never mentioned.
She was just, I don't know, she was in the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, did she have a different origin or something? Can we do a podcast? That's what I want to do, Drew. I want to do a podcast where we just watch the live action Ninja Turtles show and answer all these questions, and that's like the whole show. You down? Hey, Timies, put it in the chat if you want to watch our TMNT TV show podcast. Let us know. We'll fucking do it. Why not? What's a good question for me to ask? We already kind of asked you this, and we got the sides question, which I do appreciate. But still open. What's a good question for me to ask? What's a good question for Drew to ask? You ever wonder about like what's that?
That's your belly.
Give me your Taco Bell order, Drew. I don't think we have
gonna get me Taco Bell.
No. One day. One day I'll get you some Taco Bell. Yeah. Na 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 na.
Quick, zoom in on his sadness.
It felt like the right choice. Goodbye. My Taco Bell order. Ready for this? I'm gonna get 2 soft tacos and a beef chalupa. And then I will get a chili cheese burrito. That's probably about it. Yeah, if it's just me. If I'm getting it for her, I'll get like a Crunch Wrap Supreme, another chalupa probably, or quesadilla. That's
Mhm.
always good.
Good one.
Taco Bell order.
Good choice.
Thank you. What about you? What'd you get?
Lately I've been doing like a steak or chicken quesadilla, a hard taco, and a drink occasionally,
Nice.
and sometimes
Drink.
a little cinnamon ball.
Ah,
thing
yeah,
of
the
a drink.
Cinnabon Delights or whatever. Those are
Yeah.
fantastic. I haven't had those in a long
Mhm.
time. All right, similar question. Let's build your dream sandwich. Now this is a tough one for me because like I'm a big sandwich guy, So like my dream sandwich is whatever sandwich is in front of me. Pretty much,
That's a cop
But
out answer.
it is, you're right. It's got a bunch of Italian meats on it. Probably some
Like
kind of peppers. Like capicola, probably. Maybe some prosciutto would be good. Salami. Um, Not crazy about mortadella, but it makes a good sandwich, especially amongst other Italian meats.
mhm.
Um, and then I'll do tomatoes, banana peppers, maybe. Probably provolone, lettuce, Italian dressing. Just kind of your standard Italian sub is kind of like my dream.
That's pretty
But
much
I'll
what
eat
I
anything,
was
man.
gonna say. Except I generally don't. Oh yeah.
Oh, that was a pretty solid one. Let's do that one more time. Oh, no. Close enough. That works. All right. Sandwich. What apocalypse would you rather deal with? Timies?
Oh.
Hmm?
Yeah. That's a good one. Huh.
Huh.
Zombies would suck.
Zombies would suck. You know what would suck more? Vampires.
Get off my show. So now that he's gone, we'll go ahead and switch some stuff up, huh? So I don't know what I'm doing. So Ulysses Borg ship.
All right, I'm back. Ulysses Borg ship. Yes. Which one was? Or no, that was when we did the Who Am I in reverse, which was fun.
I was just
Olivia.
I don't know what I am doing with this thing.
What about like a dog apocalypse? Like just too many cute dogs. That would be a preferable apocalypse. That's how I want to go. Smothered in puppies. That's a good answer. All right. Oh, favorite sketch show. Always a good one. That we've answered 1,000 times each, but still, I'm gonna say Kids in the Hall today because it's coming back, or is it already back? And I just haven't watched the new episodes yet, which is kind of crazy that is happening. So, Kids in the Hall.
Yeah, that's crazy that's happening.
Right?
I'd have to go with SNL.
Mm-hmm.
I just, it's a flagship of my life, I think.
Right. Remember my PowerPoint?
Yeah.
Anyway. All right, go to nugget sauce. You know what I've been doing recently? Like if I get nuggets, I'll just ask, like if I'm going to the drive-thru and they're like, "What kind of sauce?" I'm like, "What would you get?" And
I generally will say, "Surprise me."
Yeah, that's basically like what just give me what you would order. This dude gave me sweet and sour last time, which was fine. It was a change of pace. I wouldn't normally get that. It was good. Best video game you've played during the pandemic?
Hmm.
We're just gonna retire all these questions.
I don't know. I played
Honey.
the
That's a good answer too.
Honey was the best one. Honey was
Yeah.
the best game.
All right.
I played God of War, but at a really weird time. It was as Dean, my dog, was passing away. His kidneys were failing. There was absolutely nothing I could do but sit there with him. And so I played this game that it's all about like a father and son, and it was just like a weird parallel to the whole thing. It was just like, wow, this game is beautiful. I don't want to ever see it again.
Yeah. I don't blame you. It's like me and Portal.
It's still better than shit, what was that game called? It was like a mobile game I had that was just like it consumed me during the pandemic.
Oh yeah. I feel like the first month of the pandemic, I just bought I just downloaded a bunch of mobile games. Like I just keep my brain busy, you know.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Who is your favorite Weekend Update anchor of all time? Again, with the ones that we've answered several times, I'm sure, but I've got to think about it this time. I've always said Norm, I think, or Kevin Nealon because of how absurd he is. Mm-hmm. Really love Che these days. And I think Jane Curtin is unsung.
I didn't see that.
Mm-hmm.
Tina Fey.
Tina Fey. Safe answer. I'm just kidding. That's a good answer. If you had to listen to 24 hours of ASMR, what kind of noises would you rather hear? I'm looking back at some of these like, what? I don't even know how to answer that. You know? It's just nostril noises.
Right?
I just want to hear people blow their nose. That's it.
Oh God. I just want to hear 24 hours of somebody clearing their throat.
It's like eventually you would think that they get it clear. Olivia's answer is pretty good though too. That's a good one. 24 hours of just, is it one slurp though? Is it just like one continuous slurp, or is it just like a bunch of slurps? You know, that's what I want to know.
Yeah, no, I'm curious about the slurpage too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the only thing that would actually like, oh no, never mind. That would drive me crazy.
I think there's nothing that would drive me crazy.
Anything, yeah.
I mean, 24 hours, that's a ridiculously long amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
If I said 3, that would have been reasonable. Mm-hmm. I'm going to change it real quick.
For a second, I thought of like heartbeat, and then I was like, well, no, because that's how you get to like freaking oh my God, I just forgot his name. Author. Never mind. Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Where he heard the heart beating still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And, the Telltale Heart.
Yeah.
She got it.
Thank you.
Oh, she said just one slurp. One slurp across the board. 24 hours of slurp. Pretty good. That was a good one.
Follow us on Squeeze.
But now it's 3 hours. We should just make a promo video that is just that. And it's just for Olivia. All right, Sophia. I think we all kind of decided like the amount of times that we've asked this question. Mm-hmm. It's mostly Sophia.
Yeah.
There's some Dorothy mixed in there, which I got questions about that. I feel like Blanche would be most appreciative right?
Mhm.
And then Rose would kind of look at you weird, I think, but it would be fun. I just want to watch Golden Girl. You know what I've been watching recently? Night Court. Never watched Night Court before, but like it's on Amazon, so I'm
Night.
like, oh yeah, I'll give it a shot. It's a good time. I'm enjoying it so far. It's got news radio vibes, pre-news radio, because it's just kind of like a I want to see if like we get more viewers if I mention news radio again. No, not yet. But no, it's just like, it's just like a workplace thing, like pre The Office, so people kind of have to be decent at their jobs. I don't know. No mockumentary. It was fun though. I mean, I'm still going. I'm only in the first season. There are fucking 9 of them. Anyway.
Damn.
Any questions for me? I put that twice in here. What's a good question for me to ask? And any questions for me? Jeez. Oh, check that out. John Larroquette's son follows Kelsey on Instagram. So she gets how cool Night Court is. Let's see what else here. Owen Wilson saying, wow. 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 Can you do your Owen Wilson? What's your Owen Wilson sound like?
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Wow. All right, time is who's got a better Owen Wilson? I think it's Drew, personally. Wow. Oh wow. 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 Oh wow. Ka-chow. Wow.
We lost a viewer because of that.
Wow. What says, you only get to eat one breakfast cereal for the rest of your life. What is it? Golden Grams? For me, I think Golden Grams. Been on a honey bunches of oats kick. Always good, but I think it's Golden Grams or Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I would say the last 2 would be mine. I think we've said this so many times that
that's the thing. Just like we're not giving you new information right now, but we're streamlining it, so it's easier to find our answers to these questions.
What is their dream?
We're going off book. Going to the other one. What is their dream? What's their dream?
The cereal. What's his
cereal?
Does it want to be eaten?
His dream? No, I don't think it does. I think it is uncomfortable with that, but we still do it.
But and even in their commercials, they're like cannibalizing each other in Cinnamon Toast Crunch commercials.
What is the deal with that? What is the deal?
Does the other one get tastier after it's cannibalized the other?
You know, there's like probably some weird kid right now who's like see those commercials and there's like, oh, it's okay that I have these cannibalistic urges. You know what I mean? And then they grow up and they're a whole ass Dahmer. That's just like what happens. It's all cereal commercials, you guys.
People, the parents are like, oh, if only he had just been a half-ass Dahmer.
Half-ass Dahmers I can deal with. They're just and then they're just making their own food. They're not doing humans. They're just kind of like hunting. Oh my god! I thought he was gonna be a whole ass Dahmer, but he brought home a deer and he just cooked it for us. It was great.
I don't really say he was like, a third Dahmer. He was kind of there, but.
All right, I will amend this when it says favorite cartoon from the last decade. But like, what's your favorite cartoon? Like, just right now. Like, it doesn't have to be like a new one either. Just like something that you like enjoy.
Regular show, probably.
Regular show, always a good choice. I'm fucking loving The Great North. We're in season 2 of The Great North on Fox, and it is fantastic. And kind of like similar to Bob's Burgers, like it kind of reminds me of like our childhood to a degree. It's just like they have just kind of a similar vibe, where everyone's just kind of like yelling and it's good. I don't know what that means. But I'm a big fan of The Great North. If you're not watching The Great North, get on that. Hi, I'm Half-Ass Dahmer. That's a name now. We add that to the list. Thank you, Anna. Hi, I'm Half-Ass Dahmer. No, that just sounds like one word. I'll move on. Whose neighborhood is it? I don't remember who.
Mine, bitch.
I don't think so. I don't think he won last week. Did you? I think it was Paul. It might have been Will, but I think it was Paul won last week.
Could have been me.
Could have been. You're right. I
Neither
remember
of
it
us-
wasn't me.
Neither of us are good at remembering, so could have been
No.
me.
You know, we could be if I just took the time to update the spreadsheet every week, but here we are. I'll get to it one of these days. I looked at the spreadsheet today, which is something, right?
That's good.
So, yeah, I thought so.
I didn't know we had a spreadsheet. I probably did, but
Yeah, we've talked about it. We have one, but it's like, it's a whole thing. All right. What's your favorite nut, Drew? Oh, you got it right there. You got some roasted cashews. Cool. I have this trail mix close to me, but it does not have my favorite nut in it.
what is
Which
your favorite nut?
Stashies. Love a good stashie.
Yeah, and what do they sound like?
Like this.
Oh god.
This is, by the way, the saltiest trail mix I've ever had. It's very
It
good.
lives
It's
in
just
your
salty
mouth.
as hell. Nice.
Oh, we don't ask this anymore.
Yeah, we don't ask that very often. And you know why that is?
No.
It's because the Wu-Tang question just felt more important.
Fair.
It felt like redundant to say, hey, who's your favorite Wu-Tang member? And also your favorite Muppet. It's like, no. Make a decision. I want to figure out who you are based on this question. This could like open up a whole other thing. And then we gotta like make that segment twice as long.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a good one. That was really relevant at the beginning.
It was.
Yeah. Did you check your temperature today?
I didn't.
I didn't either. And I've been sniffling. I might have COVID. I don't. Because earlier, we now I know that. No COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Now you know.
But I was sniffly and I probably should have taken my temperature, but I did not. So that was like a thing. Remember, like, it was like wake up in the morning, take your temperature, make sure you don't have COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like you just kind of wake up and you're like, I probably got it. I don't know. I probably got it. And this is, of course, a very important question. I think, what's the best possible potato-based side dish you can order from a fast food restaurant?
I think the fries at Wendy's are solid. They used to not be, or they used to be, and then they used to not be when they were like, oh, we've got sea salt. Check this bitch out. And then they got better recently.
That's what you were telling me. I don't think I ever tasted a difference. I think it's just like, these are still fries, which I enjoy. Hey, it's Larry Handelman. He's like the only one whose name I never have to search for. Like, it's already there. It's Larry Handelman. I'm going to move this question so you can see his hand. Love that guy. Thank you to Bobby Dodds for naming this guy Mr. Larry Handelman. I think it was and Peebo. Okay, two. All right. Okay, and I'll skip that one and I'll ask this question. What are you watching? Like, what have you been watching recently?
Well, Futurama.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah, I just watched the episode with Fry's dog.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like, I had like watched up to that and I was like, well, I'd like to see more of it, but I don't want to watch that yet. But I finally it's so damn good.
It is very good.
That show is just so surprisingly sweet.
Right? I can't believe we're doing more again. Like, it's crazy that that's happening. It's like you cannot tell Futurama. It's wild to me. I'm excited about it. Like, I love it, but it was just like what? It was like 3 seasons on Fox, then they made like a bunch of movies, and then they were on Comedy Central for like 2 or 3 years. And then they're like, all right, well, that's it. We're finally done. And then like 3 years later, it's probably more than that, but like just like suddenly it's like, okay, well, we're gonna come back and do it. And then they weren't gonna pay Bender for a minute. And I was like, that was the whole thing. But anyway, Futurama, always a good choice. And yes, that episode like breaks your heart even if you haven't just lost a dog. So yeah, sorry, bud.
It's okay. It's
Um,
such a good episode.
Very good episode. That's the thing, um, some like emotional episodes will like break you, but it's just like, yeah, it's worth it though. You know what I mean? Like it's just
Mhm.
good. What have I been watching? Like I said, Moon Knight. Still trying to get through The Punisher because it's like the last of the Netflix shows I need to get through, and I only have 2 episodes left, but it feels like a fucking mountain, dude. Like that show is
Mhm.
such a bummer. It's just like, all right, Frank is gonna come in. He's gonna murder a bunch of people. Some people that like he's kind of tangentially friends with are gonna come in and be like, "Did you murder all these people?" And he goes, "I had to murder all these people." And then they're just like, "Well, that's okay." That's like, let's move on. What the hell?
I guess you do what you gotta do, Frankie.
You gotta do you, bud. The Bust Down. Watch Bust Down on Peacock. It is one of the funniest shows I've ever seen, I think.
I've been
Um,
watching Killing It on
I've only seen the
Peacock.
first one so far, but yeah, Claudio O'Doherty was on Comedy Bang Bang
Mhm.
yesterday, and it just made me want to watch more of it because she's so funny. I love her so much. The Australian lady.
Mhm.
Excuse me.
Yeah, she's super
Yeah, I gotta
fun.
check
She's
that
super
out.
good in that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like now we have to like declare a new loyalty in the streaming wars, it seems, because like Netflix is like about to die. Netflix has like been holding on for dear life all these years, and suddenly it's just like, oh no, this doesn't work anymore. They keep like raising their
Uh-oh.
prices. They talked about like a subscription model. Like all you guys have is Stranger Things at this point. Like you're just there's better content just about everywhere, and it's like,
Stranger
sorry.
Things and like 30, 40 documentaries about like white guy murderers.
Oh, is that like the vein that they've gotten into? I'm not a true
It
crime guy.
seems like it.
Yeah. Well, we're at an hour now, Drew. We did
hit
it with
it.
just bullshitting, and we didn't, and we had a crowd the whole time. So thank you, Timies, that are still remaining, for hanging out and just letting us be. Well, this was cool.
This is as far as I got this time,
Let's
but still
see
decent
what you
amount.
get. Ah, yeah. Now I do notice how big my forehead is, and I'm hurt. Hold on a second. I gotta move Peebo. Gotta find him real quick. There he is. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So there's a flash. Move it up a little bit. Got cuddle party. Oh, like is that the Fantastic Four just being erased? Or no, it's just a
The
four.
cuddle party.
No, at the like the big four there. What is that?
Oh, that's us breaking the fourth wall with a
Oh,
hammer.
nice.
And
Very
that's a
cool.
cuddle party to death apocalypse.
And then
That
we got
almost
Bender.
became Bender as a middle finger, but I ran out of time.
Oh, did you? Okay. Well, put your hands for Bender as a middle finger, you guys.
There's also
Put your
Johnny Depp's bed.
Oh,
That's,
hold on. Yeah, that was a whole thing about that trial too. That was
and
crazy.
the Cinnamon Toast Crunch peoples. You
Very
know,
cool.
in case they want to hire me, I'll draw their stuff anytime.
Thank you again for tuning into Plus Time, you guys. If anything, this just proved that we've been putting too much effort in all this time. Like, we can just get away with this? But again, thank you guys for watching. I don't know if we'll be back next week or not because I might be a little tired from playing stuff or whatever.
Mhm.
So but we'll see. Stay tuned. Like Squeezecast on Facebook. Like us, follow us on YouTube. Follow Squeeze Tweet on Twitter. Follow Squeeze Graham on Instagram. Give me lessons on how I'm supposed to brand things. I don't know. Put your hands for Drew Rogers. Put your hands for me, Jameson Rogers. Put your hands for this guy who I think his name was Derek. I don't remember. It was a whole week ago,
Yeah.
And so that's
This guy is
all.
freaking adorable.
He is adorable. Look at that. Put your hands, of course, for our producers, Cameron Rogers and Anna Kabakova. And we love you.
This has been a Slot production.
Boom, 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 boom.